Hey everyone, welcome back. Crystals are known for bringing positive vibrations and serve as a healing modality for the mind, body, and soul. Our next guest grew a love for the concept of crystals, and in 2017, she created her handmade jewelry line entitled Wrapped by Dee. And she's here to join us to tell us all about her company. Please welcome Diandra Rolon, aka Dee. Hi.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Thank you guys for having me. Honestly, I'm very honored. Very pleasure to meet you all. I am Dee.
Yeah, welcome.
Also known as Wrapped by Dee.
Yeah, well, Wrapped by Dee, and we wanted to make sure that everybody got the gist of how you came up with the name Dee, right? Because it's Diandra Rolon. Pero let's talk about how you even got into crystals. But before we do so, I want to show you my collection, right? Because I find them very fascinating, and just sidebar, these crystals have made their way into my life, right? So here's my collection. What do you see there?
Yeah, I do see selenite, black tourmaline. I think I see a little bit of green obsidian, if I'm correct on that little corner over there. I did say selenite, amethyst. Maybe a black obsidian tower up there, but that's the one holding all the other crystals. I can't really see much, but that is all.
That was great. No, that was great. Off the top of your head, I just put you in the test. No, you know why? Because they have made their way into my life through either gifts or I've purchased based on being called by them,
right.
And I've even invested in a book to learn about them and their healing modality. So I'm very curious to learn about how and when you got into them and what drew you to make this your business.
Right. So back in 2017, my best friend had taken a trip to California. I, at that point, actually had no idea, in regards to crystals, the spirituality world, stones, nothing about it of the sorts. And she actually had came back with a gift for me, which is what I have on my neck right now. It's a citrine crystal. So I always wear it. And she, at that moment, she didn't really tell me about it. She just pretty much gave it to me. She was like, I got this blessed for you. And I do remember at that time in my life, I was going through a lot of hardships. Pretty much economically, I wasn't very good mentally, and I was very in a bad headspace. So, seeing that, it was gorgeous. It was wrapped differently. I went ahead and wrapped it myself once I became, I guess, a self-taught rapper. And then honestly, from there, I started looking into it. I became more curious because it was so beautiful. And I'm like, how can the earth produce such beautiful things? This is kind of crazy and amazing at the same time. And
so talk to us about the citrine.
So for this one right here, of course, this is joy, abundance, wealth, happiness, things at the point that I actually needed, and things at the point that I was actually manifesting without realizing it, and trying to manifest it into my life without actually noticing that that's actually what I wanted. So I guess honestly, it might sound a little crazy, but when I did start wearing it and putting it on, it's like something clicked in my head. I was like, okay, a lot of things started happening. I did start feeling a little lighter, emotionally wise, mentally wise. At that point, I still wasn't ready for Wrapped by Dee. A few months later,
how long ago was this before we move forward?
So back in 2017 was when I actually got this gift.
Oh, in 2017. So yeah, everything kind of just rolled into place afterwards. Okay, just want to make sure we're up to date with the dates. Mm-hmm.
No, of course. So same year that I pretty much launched. I didn't launch the website at that point though. I was pretty much like a live vendor in the Bronx. I was pretty much doing shows, vending at events, vending at the Bronx beer hall, stuff like that, Fordham Plaza. And then I started seeing, okay, I kind of like this. So I started looking more into it. I bought some books. Unfortunately, I don't have them to show you guys. I bought some cards, like a card deck, kind of like a Crystals for Dummies, kind of tells you what they are. And then from there,
and everything evolved from that, right? So it presented itself to you. You wore it. You felt the results of it. it became a calling, right? And you dove into it deeper by investing in your knowledge, and now you're versing them, because look, off the top of your head, you were able to identify what I have in my pack, right?
Yeah.
And so it's a similar thing with me. I mean, it's not my business, but I felt compelled to have to buy a book and start looking into them, because they were just presenting themselves to me. And I know that each crystal represents different healing modalities, and you wear them in different parts of your body, and the different colors represent different things. Now, let's talk about your wrapping style, right? Because I know that you wrap earrings, you wrap chains, you wrap ankle bracelets, you even do nose rings. So yeah, which I think is so cool. It's so cool. You know, very, very innovative, right? You gotta be down with
I just want to keep evolving.
which is a beautiful thing. And so let's talk about the different crystals and where they should be worn on your body.
Okay. So for me, I guess in general, so ones I do wear, because I have a bunch, like how you said, people have gifted me and I keep them in my room, such as like towers and stuff like that. So I keep those mainly for my space. But the ones I wear is mainly because the things I want to manifest in my life and manifest for my business. So in regards to that, I keep them on my person. For example, my pirate ring, again, for success and abundance in my business. My citrine, I wear them mainly to manifest for my business and I guess my joy personally. But when people do, I guess, ask me to wrap certain things for them, mainly they do wear it like on their person, so mainly on their neck. When they do wear like the nose clips, of course, that is part of the head space. So I feel like it all depends on what the person is looking for.
Got it.
You know,
right.
For me, I don't go ahead and tell people or go up to people and say, hey, this is what you might need. I do help them, you know, and I tell them, hey, so this is what this might mean if you're not too sure of the benefits or the meaning of behind this crystal or stone. But mainly people do buy from me to wear on their person,
right?
Whether it be a ring or whether it be, so mainly I guess it focuses mainly over here all
right.
the time.
Mm-hmm.
So the head, the head
mm-hmm.
space, the heart. So
yeah, no, it's good. You answered my question, and you know, I just want to make sure before we go that people understand that there's a lot of these items are already made, right? So I was asking her a question with regards to personalized crystals. However, you can personalize it for yourself by just looking at the different designs that she creates, which are really lovely. And so I just wanted to make sure that we shared that much detail with the viewers, should they be interested in learning more about crystals.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you have any last words?
No, honestly, I'm just glad that I get to help, I guess, people, you know. I never really saw myself in this kind of like
line of business.
Correct. Because myself, I'm very new to spirituality. It's something I've taken upon. It keeps calling out to me, you know. So it's something that everyone has their own things, you know. Everyone has their own stuff going on in their lives. Right. I'm trying to pick it up, you know, bring it into my life more. But I honestly feel like it's been a blessing, because you know, some people might look at it and be like, oh, you know, those are just rocks, you know.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, they have heavily helped me in my life.
Well, you're a living example of it, and that's exactly what I was going to say. And I think it's beautiful that you came on, you shared your transformation, and in addition to that, are passing it forward by creating that possibility for anyone who's interested in being wrapped by Dee. All right, thanks for being here with us.
Thank you guys so much for having me. Honestly, it's been an honor.
Our pleasure, our pleasure. And you guys, once again, to purchase Dee's handmade crystals jewelry, which is Wrapped by Dee, you can visit wrappedbydee.net. We have to take a quick break, but when we return, we're going to hear about a traditional Latin-infused hot sauce. So don't go anywhere.
Bye, guys.